hello, and welcome to my Travel Time Chit Chat series. Alright, so I'm running errands, running over to my ma's. I did a video earlier today when I ran over there, moving some furniture back and forth, and I'm heading back over, and I thought to myself, what should we talk about on the way to ma's? And it is August 1st today. Can you believe it? August already. Where has the summer gone? Some of you are going to have kids starting up school soon, or your grandkids, and like, it's done. Summer, almost done. Woke up, it was 54 this morning. We had 47 degrees as our low here in New York, upper New York, northern New York, last night. Isn't that oh my gosh, it's just like crazy. It feels like right now is a high of 70. It feels like fall is coming, and it just makes me think about quarter four. Isn't that what we all think about? It's quarter four. So I've been thinking about my strategies for quarter four. Last year, I was really adamant that my death pile got listed on eBay by the end of October. So all of October, I pushed hard to get everything listed. And honestly, primarily, I did get most of it listed. And it really helped boost my sales when November came. And of course, all through October, as I'm listing, things were selling. And then October and a little bit of December. My sales in December usually aren't that great. I think most people have already done most of their Christmas shopping by maybe like the first weekend of December. Especially if you're going to do it online, unless you're going to go to some place like Amazon where you can get it in 2 days. Here in Vermont, yes, I don't live in Vermont anymore. Here in New York, northern New York, even though we're 3 hours from Syracuse and there's an Amazon warehouse there, it still takes at least a week to probably 12 days, not even 10 days, but 12 days to get stuff when we order it from Amazon. It is extremely slow. Never, ever get anything in 2 days. That whole 2-day Prime shipping, never here. We used to, but not anymore. So for me, I've decided this year that my quarter four is really going to start on the first day of the fourth quarter, which is October 1st. So you have all of October, November, and December. But I will be prepping and getting ready for everything through the month of September. A little bit in August, but most of it in September. So I still have a lot of travel and vacations and stuff like that going on in August. So I'm not going to be focused as much on getting stuff listed because I just am not going to have as much time here. But when we are traveling, I have my iPhone I can do stuff on. I plan on ordering some USPS priority mail supplies, placing another order with UPS for their free boxes. If you do not have a business account with you at UPS, get one. They've got these things called security boxes, which are plain brown boxes, and they're not very big, but they're big enough to send some items in that, you know, like, oh, what did I send today? I used one today. What did I send in it? Was it a pair of shoes? No, it wasn't a pair of shoes. I can't think of what it was, but I used one today. Didn't send it UPS because, well, you know, they don't know. And may have been media mail. I use them a lot for media mail. Actually, I think it may have ended up being priority mail. I think it ended up going over a pound. But sometimes they're just the right size where if I was to put it in a priority mail box, I'd have to Frankenbox it, or, you know, like cut it down or add extra padding or cushion or whatever so things don't rattle around. So those boxes are just really good. I think one of them is like 12 by 10 by 3 maybe is the biggest one. I'm guessing on the size, but it's something like that. But yeah, if you go to the UPS website, make a business account if you don't have one, and order those. So then taking stock and figuring out, what am I going to focus on this year? I usually do some retail arbitrage. So if I do that this year, if I do the same type of stuff that I've done in the past, which there was one item I did really well with for the last like 6 years, but last year they didn't have it at all at the store I usually get it at. So for some reason, if there was a production issue and those come back this year, then I just need to make sure I got enough envelopes on poly envelopes, bubble mailers, whatever they're called. I got to make sure I got enough of those in stock, which I pretty much have been ordering that from Supply Hut, all of my bubble mailers and stuff. And of course, I follow the Bearded Picker, and Scott from the Bearded Picker has a 5% off code. So if you're not following the Bearded Picker, go follow him. Use his code so you can save 5% off your order if you order from Supply Hut, and you help a really good YouTuber. So there's my plug for him. And so I'm probably going to get some more boxes. I think I've run out of my 864s, so I'm going to place some orders for those. So it's just kind of like getting all of that stuff, because as the holiday orders start to come in, ordering from like UPS or USPS from the post office, it's going to take a little bit longer to get your items, because more and more people are starting to order because it's Q4 from them, and there's already going to start to be backlogs in the mail system. So anything like that that you can get before the mad rush and have on hand, do it. Especially priority, because as you get closer to December, more and more people will want to upgrade their shipments to priority, just so there's more chance to get it in time for Christmas. So making sure that you have I use a lot of the flat rate envelopes, both the cardboard ones and the padded ones. And then I use a lot of the 12 by 12 by 8 and the 7 by 7 by 6s. And then the like t-shirt or men's dress shirt box, I call it. It's not the larger of the rectangle ones, it's the smaller one. And then some of the larger rectangle ones. I use those. I don't really primarily use any flat rate boxes. I don't use the medium or the large. It's very, very unusual for it to be advantageous for me to use that, or for the buyer, I should say, because I do everything calculated shipping. So if I was to do a flat rate instead, it would probably be more expensive. I am finding that I am shipping. So there was things I sell on a regular basis that weigh 1 pound, 2 ounces. And they fit in a flat rate envelope. And I always was sending them in a flat rate envelope for $7.60. Now with the new post office rate changes that happened, I think at the beginning of July, a lot of those I can ship now for $7.20. And today, $7.20. I had something with $6.85. I think it weighed 1 pound exactly, and it was $6.85 today for me to mail that. I think it was a pair of sneakers. So for me, I am now going to have to make sure that I have enough of my own bubble mailers on hand to send those in. Instead of putting them in flat rate envelopes, I will probably just put them in a bubble mailer and send them. And again, it's going to save me money. It'll save, I think actually most likely the buyers are still going to pay the $7.60, but instead of putting it in a flat rate envelope, I will put it into something for $7.20. So I think the big thing is, so if I do $7.20 instead of $7.60, that's a 40-cent savings. And as long as my bubble mailer doesn't cost me more than 40 cents, which I don't think they do, but with inflation, it's been a little bit since I bought some. Who knows? But as long as like a 12 by 9 inch bubble mailer doesn't cost 40 cents or more than 40 cents. If it costs 40 cents, I'll just still keep doing the flat rate envelope, because all the packaging is free. It's just simple. It's easier to store than even a bubble mailer. So I'll probably just stick with doing that. So I'm gonna have to double check and see what the pricing is. But anyway, figure out what you like to sell. Take inventory. There's this thing called Summer Slowdown. I didn't have it. You guys, if you've been watching my channel, you've seen where I've said that my sales have been really good. I don't know, today I had 20 something odd packages just on eBay, and then I had 3 Poshmark and 9 Etsy. 10 Etsy, because I had one in my other Etsy store from some journals that my mom made, junk journals. She sold one of those today. So I've had quite a few sales today that went out, 2 big IKEA bags full. But most of them were small packages, envelopes, so they, there was a lot in one bag. And I just noticed that I've been getting really low on some of my supplies, so it's just trying to figure out, what do I need? Do I need bubble wrap? Do I need the bubble mailers, the regular poly mailers? Again, the boxes. Just figuring out what you need to start having time. Do you need packing tape? I just bought some recently at BJ's because I find that's better than the Amazon prices. But getting, packing tape and anything that you use. I just ordered some. I've been putting a lot of my clothing into clear bags, like with suffocation warnings, the stuff I used to use when I send stuff into Amazon, but I don't really do Amazon much anymore. Like right now I got 0 in FBA. So I've been taking the clothes and putting them in that and then putting them in a poly mailer, because I've noticed, and I've had somebody leave feedback, where the poly mailer broke open. It got stuck in the machinery or something and it ripped, and the item in it got dirty. So I thought, okay, let's start putting them in poly bags and then put them in the poly mailers. The feedback I've been getting is really good. The people seem to at least appreciate and notice that I'm taking care and providing extra coverage on their items that I'm sending them. So I just ordered some more of those in the 12 by 9 size because I ran out of those. And honestly, on quite a few times I've been really regretting that I didn't have any more on hand. So I actually ordered those last week, so they should be coming soon. But I ordered them from Amazon, so who knows, maybe next week I'll get them. So that's really what I've been focusing on, getting ready for quarter 4, thinking about, my pricing. Do I want to price a little higher so I can promote a little higher during the holidays? What kind of promotions do I want to run? I've been learning that sometimes, raising your price by 20% and running a 20% off sale can really help if people see a sale is going on. Running a sale that only lasts for a day or 2 kind of provides the urgency when they see that the sale is ending. I had a sale end yesterday. I've done videos, if you haven't seen, where I'm running 50% off and 60, 65, and 75% off sales, trying to clear out some old stock that I've had on hand for quite a while. And I decided, instead of ending stuff on the last day of the month, I'm going to end it on the day before. So my stuff ended on July 30th instead of the 31st. That way it gives a full 24 hours of no sale, and then I can re-put it on a sale again. So I think there's like a law, I'm not exactly sure what it is, about things being on sale like all the time, because I know Hobby Lobby's getting in trouble for that. So for me, having it not be on sale for at least 24 hours and then going on sale again. But I noticed on Sunday, I had a lot of people purchase things that were part of that sale, and I think it's because they were like, oh, that 60% off sale is ending, I better get it now, because they don't know. Like today I sent out some orders on some items that would have been part of those 50, 60, 65, and 75, and I only gave them like a 40% discount, or some of them maybe 50%, but I knew the item had been on sale for 25 or for 75, just to see if maybe they'll jump on it, because I send out offers every day. And they may have started watching it yesterday when it wasn't on sale. And therefore, if they see 40% off or 50% off from an offer, might seem like a great deal for them, so they might jump on it. So just kind of coming up with some of those strategies and how I want to do them. Do I want to do them, like right now I have my 50% off for 29 or 30 days, depending on how many days are in the month. Through quarter 4, do I want to change that? Do I want to put it on sale for like 6 days? So it ends on every Sunday, the sale ends, and then I restart it on a Tuesday. So what would be Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days? So run like a 5-day sale. from Tuesday to Sunday. So I know that every Tuesday morning I need to reset up all those sales. So that's something I'm thinking about doing. Just kind of, this is the time where you can kind of play around with that a little bit to see what works best for you and the stuff that you sell, and kind of work with it, or what items you're going to sell. Because for me, when it comes to Q4, there are things I add to my current stock that I only sell really during Q4, like the holiday. Like I have used holiday things, but they're, again, things that I'll go and I'll pick up at, like I'll go to Big Lots and I'll buy a bunch of stuff at Big Lots, and it's specifically just to resell for the holidays on eBay. So I'll try that. So, all right, well, those are my tips. That's something I've been thinking about a lot. I really suggest that you guys give it a shot too. You can see at McDonald's. I'm gonna go get another Diet Coke. I'm so thirsty right now, and I'm heading back to my ma's, and I know I'm gonna want something to drink. Which one do I want to go to? All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.